At least 4 suicide blasts rocked a camp for migrants fleeing Boko Haram insurgents in restive northeastern part of Nigeria, killing 3 people and wounding more than 20. Officials say the bombings triggered fires which burned down tents in the vast Mona camp on the outskirts of the city of Maiduguri, Borno state capital. Camp coordinators confirmed 4 explosions inside the camp as bombers struck the migrant camp at different locations. Emergency services put the number of bombings at 5.
Migrants who escaped from their territories just to find peace, of course, can't sleep at all because of Boko Haram attacks every day. They just believe it is better for the government of their country, Nigeria, to fix this and put an end to Boko Haram attacks once and for all.
National Emergency Management Agency NEMA in the region said a total of 5 suicide bombers, all male adults, were involved in the incident, killing 3 people. Police announced 20 migrants fleeing Boko Haram insurgents were wounded and taken to the hospital. Damian Chiko is the commissioner of police, Borno State.
So found himself inside a detonated, killed himself and a woman and a child, making 3 of them. There are about 9 others who were injured at this location.
Mona camp is home to tens of thousands of people who have fled the Boko Haram insurgency. The Islamic group have continued to target internally displaced people, and there have been several attempted suicide bomb attacks near the Mona camp, which is not even fenced at all and easily accessible.
This child cannot stand. She's going into hypoglycemia.
Aid workers believe that the camp residents are facing a severe lack of water, compounding widespread of food shortages and security fears. The camp is vulnerable, and this worries everyone in the camp, which is the last settlement on the outskirts of the city from the north.
This resulted in shortage of food, and subsequently malnutrition kicked in as a result of food scarcity.
These blasts were the latest blamed on suicide bombers who continue to pose threat to civilians despite military claims of success against Boko Haram.
Yesterday around 4 o'clock, so the side bombers came and entered the camp.
Migrants believe that the claim by the Nigerian military of victory over Boko Haram doesn't make sense at all, because with the attacks they see every day, it is clear that the government is just trying to get victory through the media. But they believe the best thing government can do right now is to put an end to Boko Haram attacks so that they can sleep with their 2 eyes well closed. For these migrants who escaped Boko Haram attacks, they want an end to Boko Haram attacks so their families can come back together and life can make more sense one more time.
Earlier, 4 people were killed when suicide bombers blew themselves up in a village near the city. The Borno state capital of Maiduguri is the birthplace of Boko Haram, a radical Islamist group that has killed over 20,000 people and forced 2.6 million people from their homes since taking up arms against the Nigerian government in 2009. Nigerian troops, with the help of regional forces from Cameroon, Chad and Niger, as well as Benin Republic, have since early 2015 managed to pull back most of the territory lost to Boko Haram in 2014. The violence triggered a terrible humanitarian crisis in northeastern Nigeria and the wider Lake Chad region, which has also been hit by the conflict. With the Boko Haram crisis still in sight, the struggle for Nigerian migrants to get out and find hope in Europe through dangerous territories remain.
Migrants here feel the Boko Haram attacks is something the government must deal with in sincerity and to live up to its primary responsibility of securing lives and property. John Emmanuel for Ontv.